pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What's with all the cameras?
I'm gonna figure that one out yet. We'd also like for you guys to keep by her family and your own prayers.
Yes.
Her mom's in ICU right now. So just keep them in prayer.
Okay, so we have a quorum. No citizens. Has anybody looked at the minutes or the treasurer's report?
Yes, I make a motion, we approve the minutes as presented.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
I second it.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Pass unanimous.
See what the financial report is. Where's Joe?
Treasurer's report?
Yeah.
I just see the minutes and.
My bad. That's all right.
Give it a second, try.
Maybe I didn't do it right. I know it's in here, the meeting. Right. Oh, there it goes. Documents.
Minutes,
And that's the
Agenda?
Agenda.
I know C.
Right? No,
I know C.
Was it me or?
No, it's probably not you.
Okay. I did see Patrick's report.
Yes.
That's probably why you didn't call me one. I was waiting for your phone call.
For me?
Yes. Now try. Yeah, because on our treasurer's report at the bottom, it says Amazon, because I had to buy new files and and stuff to change out the old fiscal year, put in the new fiscal year. So I was waiting for you to call me and say, what is this? Yeah, so I had to buy manila folders,
Oh, yes.
because I didn't have any, I had no labels. Yeah. So, and then I'm taking this with me, because he's already sent me a list of things that he wants to see. So I'm gonna scan it and send it to him.
Okay.
The only thing he's waiting for is this stuff right here, he'll sign.
We've been waiting on the computer for it.
What?
I signed one on the computer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it didn't come, I don't know what, Shelley did too, but it didn't come across.
Yeah, I did.
It just sent me the email, and I was like,
I kept trying, and I was like, I know I'm bugging her, but I just keep sending stuff, but I keep trying.
Why's not here, so you're gonna have to just. There you go. Everything is just like the other one.
Please.
Security safe bank, all of the audit papers are in here. You guys wanna go? Mayor?
Yeah, while I'm doing it, get all the right filling done at once.
I'm not sure.
Any questions about about the treasurer's report?
I'm good. make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
I have a motion, do I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Passes unanimous.
I'm sending the check out for Kalahari. You guys have until the 20th to let me know whether you're gonna go, because after the 20th, we'll lose one day. I just wanna let you guys know. So far, everybody's room is done, but if you can't go,
You
we have until the
say
20th.
that, we have, that's what you said last year too.
No, I promise you. That's why I wrote it the way I wrote it. Everybody's name is on that check. I put everybody's name. And the reservation numbers.
Such a fiasco.
That was a mess. And we had the same problem with the school district.
Oh, really?
It's a mess working with Kalahari.
Yeah. I even sent them copies of the reservations this time.
Yeah, when found out it was this year's was gonna be there, I fixed it for manager. We'll have it right, we'll have it right.
Yeah.
Everybody's room should be done. It's just they gave us until the 20th of January to cancel. If we cancel after the January, they charge us for 1 day.
Okay, so, we're gonna do the Blue Bonnet, participate in the Blue Bonnet Festival, is that correct? Is that what everybody had in mind?
Where's the Blue Bonnet Festival?
In the
Natalia.
Oh, yeah. I'm okay.
Okay, so, if we do that, to have the 10 by 10 booth, it's gonna be $75. And, they group us with the servers or service because we're gonna give away popcorn.
Snow cones.
Oh,
So, but we're giving them away.
that's cool.
For a donation.
Does anybody have
Just kidding.
any ideas of what to do for PR items? Viola was talking about little first aid kits, I think.
I like that idea.
There's this right here, and then he was saying maybe pins. This is where we bought our
Tablecloth.
tablecloth from, so that's why we get this, but it doesn't look like it has much in here. I mean, it's got bags and stuff like that, cups. But
I don't know if we wanna spend that much.
I
money.
was hoping Vi would get on the meeting, but
You still have the Ready Teddy stickers.
I'm going to assume you're gonna be in the parade.
I'm sorry?
Are you gonna be in the parade?
I don't know. Every time we try to get in a parade, we get toned out.
I remember that.
Yeah. And I kind of discourage my guys because with all the lights and sirens going already, people aren't going to understand that you're for real.
Makes sense.
You know, when you start to exit and you're going, oh, look, they're going to come by and wave at us. No, we're going to come by and run over you. Not really, but
Yeah, no. I remember one year they had to turn around and run back to 471. They were all the way past the Little League field. Had to run back to 471 to get out of there.
I may enter my car, but I don't like putting the trucks in there.
They have glow in the dark frisbees.
Huh?
Glow in the dark frisbees.
I'm deaf.
Glow in the
Dark
dark
frisbees.
frisbees.
Oh, yeah.
This is foremost, which is basically EMS and fire. Stickers, jump ropes, measuring spoons.
Hey, then. Well, I think we could even have
Safety lights.
donations from dentists, cause they get toothbrushes by the loads. We could just put like a medical, do a little hygiene, do a little, in a little bucket or something.
I'm open for anything, guys, that's why. Yeah, cause you can buy little bags and just put they'll donate stuff.
And Crawford's has those 2-day COVID tests, we'll roll that up, stuff it.
believe we have one case of, popcorn back there. I'm hoping it's still good. Cause I think we bought it for last year's and then we canceled.
It should be fine. I'd eat it.
And then we have 2 flavored snow cones. All we're gonna have to do is buy, do you guys wanna do 8 ounce,
Oh, cups.
8 ounce cups, or you wanna do 6 ounce cups? We may just buy.
How cold is it normally?
It's
Is
in
it warm by
March.
then?
It's in
March.
March.
February, I thought it was in February you're saying. I'm like,
Well, we put it on this
The
one
blue
because
box, you
if we
call it
do,
before
yeah,
it's-
if we do TR items, I have to have time to
Okay.
order them, so that's why usually we.
Okay, that's
But
what
I
I'm
think we
wondering.
bought the
Like, what is it?
popcorn and the snow cones last year when we were gonna do the community thing last year, but we canceled it.
No, we did last
I
year.
thought y'all did it last
We did it in
year.
May, but we were gonna do it in October.
Oh,
so we
that
bought
was
the popcorn-
canceled.
Yes, because we were gonna do it this way, so the popcorn
Mhm.
should still be good, so should the snow cones.
And we have the machines for both?
I have the machines,
Yeah.
let me bring up the machines. I don't know how well we'll keep up with snow cones, cause it's not a big machine.
The ice is the main thing, how much,
Yeah.
where you get the ice, you have a nice deal,
Where
or?
to keep it, simply.
I can probably get the ice donated by one of the drive-ins in Castroville, but I don't have a big ice chest.
I'll lend you mine, I just got a 96 quart.
And then he's gonna allow us to borrow his generator, cause we have to have a generator. Popcorn shouldn't be a big deal, as long as you just keep making popcorn
Mhm.
and just stay on it, so we'll have to, do you wanna do paper bags for the popcorn?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, the little brown paper bag.
And then 6 ounce cups or what? This thing? Wanna do 6 ounce cups?
For the snow cones
Yeah.
in February. I wonder how well
No,
those
it's
are.
not
March.
It's in March.
March.
It's the second week of March.
Why did I think it was in February?
Which could still be cold.
Yeah.
It always gets cold during spring break, so.
One more snap at it at Easter.
Is that
All right.
spring break? That's it, right?
Yeah, spring break's the 3rd week of March. So yeah, I think it's the week before, actually. Hold on, let me check.
I have pictures of opening Little League several years ago. My wife was in a park.
What's the date of that blueberry festival? Bonnet.
Blueberry.
In my hometown, it's blueberry. Pancakes.
Bluebonnet Festival. Oh, that's in Burnett. We do not live in Burnett.
That's a little far to drive.
It is. Thanks for the card. Don't know if it's gonna work.
No, it's there because I had to register online. It's the last weekend in March.
So be one.
March 26th.
It didn't look like it's charging at all.
Hmm?
It didn't look like it's charging at all.
I think you're charging the keyboard.
The light coming on?
Computer.
This is where I always do it.
It's up here.
You know, they were playing with electricity today.
But it's always charged.
Is that
with
an
that
iPhone
one.
plug?
It's always charged with that one.
Or is that a, something else to charge it, to check it?
It goes, yeah, like
It's one of those USB 3s.
That's funny
Oh, that's
because
weird.
it's always charged.
And does this really say BYOB? Does that mean you really bring your own beer for this festival?
Bring your own bottle? A lot of places, typically it's bring your own bottle.
Yeah,
That
that's,
is interesting.
Where are you gonna bring your own bottle to?
The Blue Bonnet Festival.
Bluebonnet Festival, it says
The what?
bring your own, it says
bring your own booze.
BYOB.
The Peanut Festival?
No, the
Blue bonnet.
Bluebonnet
Bluebonnet
Festival.
in
Italian.
Italian.
So
Maybe it means bring your own blue bonnet.
so you can't pick those.
I don't know if they would say bring your own bottle. I don't, want clarification,
But then underneath it,
Maybe
it
it's-
says no
Something
other
about
outside
Italian.
foods or drinks permitted, so.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
Oh, it's probably because they're not getting a liquor license to do it.
Yeah, maybe it's,
Bring your own basket, probably. Carry your own stuff.
water bottles, I don't know.
How much are we looking at spending on the promotion of it?
I may call the Blue Bonnet Committee chairman and ask him what they mean by that.
Whatever you guys suggest.
It could end up with a,
I don't know how many we plan on buying.
I wouldn't say any more than 250. You can use it for something else, guys.
The seal, a light and whistle, 250. Like, well, it's like a little light.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is. I like that.
Care promotions. You get 100 of those if we're spending 250.
what are they?
Like a little light. That's
that's cool. Yeah.
Well, if we run out, we run out, but I think that it fits along the line of adding to the safety of individuals.
That's what I was thinking. Is that who you guys use for school?
No, I just sort of Googled and
Yeah, that's what I
it
was
came
doing.
up.
Google stuff. Oh, I want to do that. Can we do that in the ambulance? Pull the plaster.
No, no.
Come on.
I'll never forget when we gave out the teddy bears during the parade. We had to post people up between the pickup truck and the trailer because the kids would try to run in front of
Oh,
the trailer
yeah.
to get a teddy bear. We had rescue Randy, Randy teddy bear,
Where's the
Peggy Taylor's boy. In that hot suit.
Yeah, we have some good items on there.
Oh, look in here. There's dental. Maybe that's what she, oh, that's a sewing kit. Just want to do sanitizer.
See, that's so 2020. Hand sanitizer.
No. I'll find you shitload of that. It's everywhere. See what it is, you can't get rid of it.
Some
There's
smell like
toothbrushes.
vodka. Right?
Well, yeah, because all the distilleries.
Wow. The kids getting drunk on because they go for their hands.
Sewing kit.
They'll sleep good at night.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll be blind.
Floss. A dental floss sticks. You'd be surprised some of the stuff that they have in here. That's the reason why it's on silent on my phone. This one goes off more than mine in my own house.
Oh, I'm sure.
Manicure kit. Lip balm.
Scrunchies.
$12 per pack.
Ooh.
Now we're getting into the high dollar ones. I'm open for anything, guys.
find anything wrong that was
No.
besides the lights?
There was a first aid kit that was like $2 as well. A flashlight with a pen for $1.73.
That'd be
That's what we
nice.
were talking about, flashlight with a pen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pillboxes. First aid kits.
Are we putting these in grab bags?
I think we'll just have them on the table and
Hand them out.
that's what we do with the health fairs.
So like a basket, put each separate basket, something like that.
You can get a quick non-woven first aid kit for $1.62. Comes with Band-Aids.
Well, and a thing like that, the good part is the package, because you could always put more Band-Aid, you know, those for kids.
Oh, yeah,
If you
something
have
like
kids,
that.
You can't keep enough Band-Aids.
Mm-mm, cause they're gonna need it on a scratch.
Yeah, on everything.
Carrying hands first kit. Comes with hand sanitizer, hand lotion, wipes, lip balm, Band-Aids. I don't know why lip balm would come in first aid. Anybody have an answer for that?
Should have moved you up, Pat.
You can have Pat go ahead and go skip it, I'll keep looking.
All right.
Rather that, we can just go to Walmart.
That's what I'm thinking, build our own little kit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did you want to move on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, December was another interesting month. We hit a total of 204 calls. I was really pleased when I ran the numbers. I was, again, as good as, if not better than last month. And the reason I say that, our total response time was at 6.2 for the entire district, with 51% being under 5 minutes, which is pretty good. And on 28% being 6 and 9, 21% being 10. Those are, when I look back at previous reports, these are probably some of the better numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Will that stay that way? Man, you know, it's the luck of the draw, depending on where the calls come from. But it was the biggest thing that we look for, and I think that the board's really concerned about, is how long does it take the guys to get out of the station, and that number hasn't gone over 2 minutes in a long time. So they ever wait once in a while at 4 o'clock in the morning, they'll take 3. But generally speaking, they're out the door pretty quickly. Total calls in Divine for the month were 68. For whatever reason, again, this month was up a little bit from last month, but at 4.1 minutes, still pretty good. And that was 96%, so almost 100% in that area. I know sometimes we think, how in the world could it take 10 minutes to get to any place in Divine, but a lot of that depends on where the ambulance is parked when the call comes in. They can be at the gas station or at lunch or whatever, and so you're not as close, or coming back from another call.
Right.
Typically what I found when I was running the GPS report, it was when the ambulance was somewhere else at the time. But those calls were, again, minimal, just at 4%. The county area was 106, 7.7 minutes in that area, average response time, and 76% under 9 minutes. For the month, we only requested mutual aid once, and that was one of our trucks that came out of Castroville, 4911, and it is on the report. And even their response time wasn't bad. So
Yeah.
once we went to level 0, I started moving trucks around the county and out of San Antonio. So we didn't have to wait long for that truck. On the very last page of the report, I think I broke down by city. I've been doing this for a couple of months now. Again, those divides on the front, but Natalia I started doing differently. I had talked to Tony about this just to kind of see how we do for just the Natalia. City limits, and I was kind of surprised. It was at, I think last month we were under 3 minutes total. This month we were at 6. So I went and looked at all the calls, because it was only 30. And man, it's just a luck of the draw. Too many of those calls came in at night when the truck's back in Divine. And so that adds that distance on those calls. A few of the daytime calls that were over that 3 to 4 minutes were because they were refueling at the service station somewhere. Or 2 calls, I think they were actually in the Lytle area coming back from another call. So overall, it's still within pretty good response time, but we have no control about the time of day.
Okay. Okay.
But that's what did cause that uptick. And I never really looked at that closely at the time of the day, but when I saw the average response time had gone up, I went ahead and went back and tracked each run, and I was surprised at how many came in between 7 o'clock in the evening and 7 o'clock in the morning, and the number was, for December, was just high.
Okay. Anybody got questions for Pat?
Yeah, on page 4, what is the hashtags?
The hashtag is for canceled before we got there.
Okay, that's fair.
And I forgot to correct that, but that's what happens when you see a hashtag. Is
Okay.
if we get canceled before you arrive on scene, I have no time to put on there. So typically I'll either null it out, but I don't remove it from the report because I want you to see how many times we got toned out. I think maybe for the month, we might have had 3 where we got canceled before we got there. You know, Tony, sometimes, like at an accident site or, what do they call it, where the police go and make a welfare check.
Mm-hmm.
They'll initially call us at the same time, and then if the police get there first and find out there's no call, then they'll cancel us before we get there. And that happens. But we still got toned out, so I still report those.
That'd be a dumb query. What do the red mean?
The red was where I went in and had to modify the times because my crews, I don't know, I think I told you guys last month about moving our dispatch to Austin. And so we've decided to move our dispatch back to San Antonio because for some reason our radios that are supposed to be nationwide aren't reaching the Austin dispatcher. So the dispatcher doesn't hear them. So they put the wrong time. So what ends up happening is that, let's say the crew gets there at 8 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they call dispatch and tell them they arrived on scene. But if dispatch doesn't hear them, they don't mark anything. And then when the crew gets to the hospital, they'll call the dispatch and say, we've arrived at the hospital, and that's the next marker, but it's in the wrong spot.
Okay.
So it's like, so when I go back and track those, for example, it may have said it was a 54-minute response time, but when I go and actually do the GPS tracking, it was like 4 minutes. So they were actually tagging the time in the wrong slot. So anything that's over 15 minutes, I automatically track, just to make sure that there's not an error on the dispatch. And I say on dispatch, it's actually a communications fault. I don't wanna blame dispatch.
So those two that are only two and one?
Sure.
The ones that are 2 and 1 minutes that I read?
2 and 1?
2 and 1?
That'll either be a walk-up, or we were in the area when it happened, or it was a refusal. I mean, anything can cause that, but there was no going from point A to point B. So they either had to come here, and I didn't open up each report, but there's no way we can get
Yeah.
to point B in 0 time. And when I look at those, there's no transfer, there's no reference to any hospital locations given or anything like that. So that means the crew never made it to that point. So they were either canceled here or the patient came to the station.
So, does that still happen
Actually,
as much as it used to?
when we were doing COVID, we had doors closed a lot because that was a company policy.
Right.
But since COVID kind of let up, we opened the doors up again, and yeah, we get drive-ups, which is kind of cool. I mean,
It's hard to get your game face. So.
Huh?
It's hard to get a game face. So.
I'm sorry, sir?
It's hard to get your game face on.
Oh, it's one of those days, you know, sometimes when the doorbell rings, I think it's the UPS guy, right? And I'll run to the door, and it's you know, it's patients standing there waiting to be helped, and it's like, oh geez, wasn't ready for that, but I guess I could put the time it takes them to run downstairs to get downstairs. But it'd be pretty hard for me to figure that one out.
Yeah. Any other questions for Mr. Bourcier?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that.
I don't have any.
Okay, so did we figure out what we want to do for PR items?
Your tricolored pins that you used to use are $324 for 300. Then there's a sewing kit, a sewing aid traveler's kit. Has all first aid plus a sewing kit.
Uh-huh.
But it's 620 for 250 of them. And then quick care non-woven first aid kit is 402.50 for 200. So I'm not sure we're gonna get any $250 items here.
Oh, lastly,
Oh, I'm sorry.
we had 3 Ross this month.
Really?
Return to spontaneous circulation.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. It's awesome.
I personally like the alligator twist action.
I just thought about that when I was thinking about that football player.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that hit and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, we have 3 this month.
Probably does happen more often though, man. They hit.
Yeah.
Right.
Happens more than people think, especially in college and high school. The younger the person, the higher the risk.
Wow.
Oh, whatever you guys think, I'm okay.
No offense, high school.
Don't hit him in the chest. Don't hit him right there where the heart is. Extra padding on the cage.
Now they teach them not to leave with a helmet, you know, and so they want them to wrap around like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna change.
It's just a really weird, almost an impossible moment, but it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's such a small occurrence that most people don't even know what caused it.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, science, they've identified it. Now they know what causes it, and so every time I watch a professional foot, especially college,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see it more often.
All we've got left is the PR items.
Now we can do a pill box, if you want to do a pill box.
How much do we have now?
What age group are we trying to You know what I'm saying? Get
I don't know, I've never.
young
been
kids, or we're looking for pillboxes for older kids?
Older adults.
Older adults, you know? That's your next thing, what age group we're trying to cater to.
Well, we're gonna have popcorn and raspas, we're gonna get a lot of kids to our table.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Well, since it's BYOB, maybe we should,
Get koozies?
yeah. Aspirin,
Safety for the hand,
Yeah.
don't get frostbite.
What do you call it? Someone can tell if you're drunk or not, and
Mhm.
won't turn on the car or something like that. You know?
Fertilizer.
There you go.
Bring your own Benadryl.
Yeah.
Well, this,
That's what I wondered, what-
sew and traveler's kit that it comes with ibuprofen in it, just FYI. Just thought I'd share that with y'all.
How much is the sew and traveler's kit?
It's gonna be $620 for 250.
You're gonna put the name on it or something, or?
Yeah, it'll be customized.
And it comes included in that?
Yeah. Cause I think we've already used Foremost already, so we shouldn't have a set too. So the quick care non-woven first aid kit that is $402, comes with 3 latex-free bandages, 2 snip bandages, a toilet, and an adhesive pad, and a first aid cream.
And how many of those?
250. Wait, no.
The sew kits were 250.
Sorry. I did the wrong one. It does come in a small thing for 150. It's 382 for 150 for the woven.
And what about 402?
And then if I go down here to this comes with
$402 is for how many?
the 402 is the 250.
Okay.
I didn't see the 150.
I thought you said that was 380.
The 150 is 380, 250. The sewing kit, it only comes in 250. That's probably why I did the 250 last
Oh,
one.
gotcha.
That's a sewing
Gotcha.
kit, 3 vinyl bandages, an adhesive bandage, an acid packet, and a 200 milligram of ibuprofen.
Well, see, that's what we need with the BYOB.
Mm-hmm.
But that's 248 times 250, because that was the smallest, yeah, 620.
What do y'all think?
I'm okay with it.
Which one?
I like that one with the drugs.
Just the drugs.
The over-the-counter drugs.
Yeah.
Medicine.
OTC.
It comes in a little pouch. The plastic pouch, but it comes in a pouch.
It can be personalized.
Mm-hmm. And you have a choice of purple, black, blue, green, or red.
Or wearing that dog, I guess, but it would be the color.
Is there a picture? Can you spin it? Oh yeah, the blue. The light blue? Which blue? Yeah, the middle?
Blue,
Yeah.
And that has a red and a white.
So can we do variety or just one?
Let's see, kit color. Nope, one color.
Blue's fine. That will satisfy my blue bonnet.
That's the color blue.
Yeah.
and then white lettering with our logo.
Is everybody good with that?
Yeah, cause Allegiance is blue. Sort of association.
Okay.
So we gotta get a motion.
I make a motion, we get the quick first aid.
There's no setup fee.
The sewing aid travel kit.
Are we doing the sewing aid travel kit is
Yes.
what, that has the blue?
Yeah.
And that's got the,
And it's 620 or 250, and it should just be shipping, no tax, because we're tax exempt. There's no setup fee. Let's just go in there. One side.
I second the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, so. How's life treating you, Shelley? It's welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. Monday was 5 weeks that I was pretty much under the, I know, wasn't COVID. But, yeah, finally got some, antibiotics and steroids and finally started feeling good. It just had me. Getting old, can't handle a cold anymore. So anyway, I don't know if any of y'all know Lucille Watson. I know you do. She fell and broke her hip. That's my mother-in-law. And it's just progressively getting worse. She can barely, she's not getting out at all now. So unless something changes, I mean, she's going downhill pretty fast. So we could use your thoughts and prayers for sure.
Put you on my list.
Thank you.
It's tough when they break their hip.
It's a life-changing event.
And it was just a little crack.
Well, I mean, the thing is that for so many years, they could make it through the surgery and still die because of the concrete would kill them. They got around that. Juan, how about you, sir?
Well, I came off a 2-week vacation from work, so it was a good break. Trying to gear up for the home stretch here, but everything else is going good.
When y'all go back?
We started yesterday.
Yesterday.
Kids started today.
Oh, okay. And you, sir, George?
Same here, everything good. I'm just staying busy, put a new AC in our house. Big expense. That was our Christmas gift for kids.
Window unit?
No, the whole central, man, they had to change it all out, so yeah. Yeah, good.
So, Juan, did you hear about Viola's mom?
Yeah, you also live right here.
Yeah, she's making sure everybody, they want y'all to keep her. Dolly's a great lady. And I think her name's on one of these plaques. She was one of the EMS auxiliary members back in the old days. Anyway, yeah. Regular meeting's gonna be on the 7th of February. Anybody has any issues with that? Works out really good for Mr. Bourcier, so he has actually a few days to get his report done. And anything else?
Y'all probably don't know this, just FYI, we put cameras in our trucks.
You did.
All right.
I get ads because of the safety.
The ultimate goal, this software that we have does a number of functions. Not only does it allow us to see what's going on in the truck, but it allows us to see what's happening outside the truck for insurance purposes. But down the road, I know that they've already contracted or joined a group where we have multiple medical directors. So we now have online medical control at any given point in time for multiple hospitals that actually work for Legion's group. And I think the long-term goal is to with the new monitors that we have and all the other technology that we put into the trucks, we'll be able to do, not just online medical control, but actually have the cameras and everything where the doctor can speak to the patient and, or at least have that interaction with the paramedic as well. So, I mean, it's kind of the new age thing that's up and coming, and I'm pretty excited about it. If we get there in the next couple of years, I'll be blown away. But
Yeah.
but we have the technology now, and things are in place, and it seems like the company is running pretty rapid to make those kind of things happen. Our crews were a little worried at first about the cameras, but we don't use them at random just to look at what they're doing. And the way they're set up, you actually have to do something to cause the cameras to flag an event. If you're on your phone, of course that's illegal, so we want to know about that. But more importantly is our everybody being safe. And
Right. I'll keep going.
so your trucks now have that capability. And what's nice about it, it's always recording, so we can go back on any given day, on any given run, and look, see what happened from the time the tone went out to the time the truck gets back in the station. So that's even a night. Well, it's even nicer when I go back to track the times, just to make sure that regardless whether dispatch got it or not, you can't run from the GPS. It tracks real time, and so it's extremely helpful in that process. But it's really neat because it's hooked to the engine, so it monitors engine performance, transmission, fluid levels, air level in the vehicles, so you can actually pull up and see what the condition of your truck is. If there's anything that's trying to flag you, that may be something wrong, which makes it a lot more safer. And
Oh, yeah.
To monitor O2 levels and
yep,
all the box.
yep. So
That's pretty neat.
it's a pretty nice system. Doesn't do SPO2, but
Anytime I see it.
yeah, right.
Okay, anything else? All right.
Did you get the shower fixed?
No. They came, they never told me, and I haven't seen any change.
Not as good as our electrician.
Did he say he came?
I haven't followed up with them, I just assume when they told me they're gonna be here on this day, they're gonna be here on that day.
Yeah.
Well, Mustang Electric's truck was out front.
They were here all day today.
Yeah, because I
So-
told them last night, correct?
Oh.
So if you do not get here, my president's calling.
How's the thermostat
I
going
started to
with
stop
the,
by and visit. and I
with
thought,
the, cause it's cold at
maybe
night
I'll
and then
put
it's
a
hot.
Rottweiler would not be.
So are they able to regulate the thermostat so that it's not baking upstairs when it gets to the afternoon?
Yes, yeah. They call
Okay.
me when there's a problem.
Okay.
I'll go.
Yeah, he's not-
Right now, because we have cold days, hot days, we'll turn the heat on, and then
Mhm.
2 days later, they call me and say, hey, can you turn it back to AC? So, yeah, it's much better up
He
there.
it
Good.
stays cool up there.
Is there anybody around if you're not around
The only person that has a key would be me.
on your person?
No.
I've never had that happen yet. So I'll cross that bridge when it comes.
Yeah, all the extra keys for all the building and everything are right in that little thing right there. So the key for the lock, the
Yeah.
door, underneath my door.
And sometimes when I'm not here, my FTOs will call me. I'll give you the code.
Oh, okay.
So-
That works. As long as there's a fail safe
Yeah,
there.
there is. My FTOs call me when they need something.
Mhm.
Did, I guess they got the gas turned on and everything like that. Remember I told you about that, they were
Yeah.
hooking it up.
Every-
They've exercised it the first time, I guess.
They came, everything went well, nobody complained, and everything's up.
That's
and
always a
running.
good thing.
Knock on wood. I don't even know if they tested the generator.
That's what I was about to ask.
Because
I'm sure they did.
we didn't experience any If they did it, it was when we were all out on calls.
When the gas was
And
low.
so we've experienced no downtime whatsoever in all of this.
See, he was
Today-
worried about the weather over the Christmas
Yeah.
holiday.
Some power outages in Divine, I know that.
And he wanted to make sure that device was up and
Very
running
good.
before that front came through on Friday.
The electricians were here today, and so I was sitting in my computer and I lost power. Oh man, I'm going home. So, but they were flipping, power off and on. So one of the guys asked me, said, "You think they'll shut the generator off?" I said, "I think it's coming from the wrong side."
Unless he was getting the pole.
But I hate saying it, but it's going to be kind of exciting to see it happen when it happens.
The first time?
Yeah.
For sure,
It's
yeah.
like, does this area of town lose power pretty consistently? I know by the golf course we lose power maybe once every couple of months.
Yeah. Somebody runs into a pole or even drives too close to it.
Sometimes,
Sometimes
yeah.
turn off the electricity.
Okay, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'm motion to adjourn.
A second.
We got a motion in a second. We are adjourned.
See y'all.
1953.
Total amount is $647.33 plus for shipping. There's no setup charge, no nothing, no sales tax, but with shipping, it's $647.
Oh, lastly, Tony, I forgot to mention, the lights on the helipad.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna have, Rick.
They're not on right
Huh?
Okay.
Did I turn it on? Did I turn it on?
it back anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why they're
That's
not.
what I thought. They would have drove in.
And usually you
I thought
can
they had
see
a
that
switch.
when you turn the corner up there.
Oh, we need to think about getting a fence around that thing.
About what? Fence.
The fence around that helipad. And it's not just to keep people from walking across there or driving across there, but the other thing is to keep trash from blowing up. So all we're talking about is a chain link fence.
Yeah.
3-foot chain link fence, just to keep plastic bags to take out helicopters. And so, if you look everywhere, every hospital, they got a short chain link fence around their helipad, just, and that plus.
Unless they're on top of a garage.
Yeah. But we need to think about that, and we need to get a new windsock.
There should be one here.
Is there? Okay.
I did get the meter boxes, which just came in yesterday. Apparently they don't keep those in stock.
Oh, really?
So they had to order them. So I picked my
They save them for the real electricians.
All right, turn it off. How do you turn it off?
Turn it off?
Yeah,
I just close it.
I do too, but then the
Thank
power
you.
runs down.
Enjoy your
The only thing
Mine
is,
doesn't run
you have to
down.
get with them.
event.
Yeah, I just close it and that's it.
Always
My
have
power runs down.
Well, we'll see. You won't be at our
Sit there and
February meeting?
run down.
Yeah.
You won't be at our February meeting?
Disconnect mine.
Oh, it's after.
Plug it in.
After,
Yeah.
Leave it plugged into the wall.
So we'll see you after.
Look at
the
an
event.
RV, I have limited